What are you working on right now?
I'm working on the audiobooks for the Dark Dreams series for this one. So
Okay.
I talk about learning experiences. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. So I took a course on how to set up the technical side of things, and they you go through a voice warm up and how
Oh,
you know
okay.
if you can't do the characters in an animated, like, you know how some actors and actresses are really good at being able to do a high pitched voice, and you know it's a woman, and then a little lower pitched voice and maybe a children's voice, and they can do all that and they can do it consistently. I can't. The
Mm-hmm.
best I can do is to bring the story to life by animating my voice as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And doing that is harder than I first thought it would be. So I recorded the first half of the first book before I realized how flat it sounded. It really sounded terrible. So I had to go back and re-record it, really, and probably over animating my voice, because as I started listening to it, I thought, I'm bored listening to this, so I can't imagine anybody else is going to feel any differently. But I redid it and it's much better now. I'm almost finished the first book, and then I'll have all three ready before I put them out.
Where are you when you're recording it? Are you in a quiet room or?
I'm in this room that I'm
Mhm.
in now. I have on the wall, you don't see, I've got a curtain which dampens the noise a little bit.
Oh,
And it's a
okay.
small enough room that if I've got the door closed and I have to turn off I've got a air circulating system, I have to turn that off, and I have to turn the heat pump off so that the fan doesn't come on. And then I have to be aware of the fan in the computer as well. So I have to listen for that, because if the fan comes on, it gets recorded. Like, it does pick up a little bit of a buzz in the background.
This is like
So,
learning by doing, isn't it?
oh my goodness, yes, yes. But it's been fun. I've got to say, I feel like I've accomplished something because I've learned something new, but I'm sure
Yeah.
glad I started with a series that's only 3 books, because the other series is 7 books.
Yeah.
And it's taken me so long to do this first book. I can't imagine how long it would take me to do that. But I may start on that series depending on how successful the audiobook is for this series.
And you took a class on how to the technical part of it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, you know how to connect it to the cover, like how to get it to sell, like to to bring it to market. I did like
Yes.
I'm trying to get my head around how you even do that. Like,
Well, you create an audio file for each chapter,
mhm.
separate audio file. And the audio files are fairly easy to create using a free software called Audacity.
Oh,
So
I
I
know
down
that one. Yeah.
so
Mhm.
I downloaded that, and really it's about how you when you're, well, you have to be aware of the things that I talked about for recordings, the
Mhm.
extra noises that are there and mouth noises that you're making. And then once you have it recorded, you go through it and you blank out all of the spaces in between sentences. So all of the mouth noise you might be making, or room noise.
Oh.
And then you have to run it through a couple of processes that reduce the noise further. And then you have to compress it and then normalize it. It's all this technical stuff. It doesn't take long, but
Mhm.
if you don't know what those steps are, it's difficult to meet the standard that is required when you go to upload it at Audible or Kobo or wherever you're going to upload it.
Okay.
So
Um,
that's the next step, is uploading it.
did oh shoot. Um, oh, did you have to get special computer equipment? I mean, was your laptop or whatever computer you use, was that sufficient?
Yeah, the laptop was sufficient. The thing that I had to do was get a mic, and I had a mic that was one they recommended. It's a dynamic mic, so it really only picks up right what's in front of it. But I do have a bit of a problem in that I'm having difficulty getting the volume high enough. I've maxed out everything I can max out on my computer and the mic, and it still is pretty quiet. So I have to do a little extra work in the technical end of things to get the volume up. It seems to work okay. I've put out the first 3 chapters as a sneak peek audio.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I can send that link to you.
Yes, I would like to.
I will. I'd love to hear your feedback too, because I know you listen to audiobooks and
I
I
do.
don't really listen to them.
Oh,
So
no, I haven't, and I'm due because I haven't listened to one in a long time. So that would
well, it's
be,
not the whole book, it's just a sample. So
yeah,
don't, yeah, but oh, I'd
I
love
like
to hear
that.
your feedback on that. Yeah.
Sure. I was thinking about when you were talking about how you got a microphone. So when I started this channel with doing the interviews and all, I didn't have, just wasn't sure how to do it exactly. And so my son helped me. He helped me pick out a lot of different equipment and all. So we picked out this microphone. I gotta show it to you. And we didn't realize just how big it was. This thing is massive. So I look like I should be in a studio, but it is the most fantastic microphone I have ever. It is fantastic. This thing
Wow.
is really cool.
What
So
kind is it?
it's called Blue.
Ah, that's a Blue Yeti.
Yes.
I've heard of them.
Have you?
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I have. Yeah,
It
mine's
is.
not nearly as impressive as that one.
Well, I mean, I feel like a fraud because I have this ridiculous microphone, but I'm telling you, it's the best thing I ever bought. And I, it's great. So